Hello, movie enthusiasts. Welcome back to Movie Cinemax. Today, we're diving into the Indian Hindi language action thriller film co-written and directed by Atlee as his first Hindi film JAWAN. 1986. A small incident in a village at the edge of the Indian border. A small child in this village sees a very injured and dreamy man drowning in a reservoir in the village. So this child tells the elders of the village and takes this man to the village for treatment. So anyone who sees this village understands that this is a traditional village. Even though there are no big facilities, the people of this village are starting to treat the human being. Attempts have been made to shoot and kill this dreamy man. During the treatment, 5 bullets are found in this man's body. As soon as those bullets are removed, this person is fighting between life and death and slowly begins to heal. Months pass like this. It is during this time that the ceremony of offering a sacrifice to the village god comes. But unfortunately, on this day, some group attacked the village. These people go ahead killing the people of the village inhumanely. The people of this village who are helpless with nothing to do, they start praying to the gods and goddesses. With this prayer, the stranger, who was unconscious for so long, regains consciousness. And this person starts attacking the people who were continuously killing people. And these murderers are killed. Although the people in this group are very big, it will not be a big deal for this stranger to defeat them. It is only after this battle that the villagers find out that their protector does not even remember his name. A little boy who learned about this said, "After I become an adult, I will definitely find out who you are." After this incident, we are shown an incident that happened 30 years later in the present Mumbai city. At this time, there is a subway train passing through the city of Mumbai. It already has 376 people. So all these people go in their own worlds. Because none of these people know what will happen to them in a moment. If we tell you what this incident is, out of the 376 people in this subway train, 6 girls are ready to hijack this subway train. After that, we can see that the mastermind leading these 6 children is waiting at the next station for this train that he has taken under his control. We call him Chief. All the 6 girls took control of the train, but they didn't know about one thing, that one person trapped in this subway train is a police officer. So when he jumps ahead and tries to turn this plan the other way, the chief who gets on the subway train teaches the police officer a good lesson for everyone to see so that no one can raise their head. To show exactly who he is, this man kills a Muslim woman there. The leader of this gang, who has completed the work in this way, next takes a call to the railway control room. After this call, he will be connected to an officer named Nirmada and the police to resolve this through negotiation. However, the chief tells Nirmada at this time to bring the Minister of Agriculture to Nirmada's place within 5 minutes. Because the chief wants to talk to the Minister of Agriculture. The chief who talks like this says that I will play a song for 5 minutes. If the Minister of Agriculture does not talk to me within those 5 minutes, everyone in this subway will be shot and killed. At this time, Nirmada, who is very scared, immediately calls the Minister of Agriculture here. The leader of the gang tells the Minister of Agriculture if he remembers anything when he asked the number 10281. But I don't remember anything. Reminding them what these numbers are, the chief says that due to the work of his ministry, 10,281 farmers have died within these 5 years. That he wants 40,000 crores to save the people in this subway train as a compensation for that group. After hearing this, the minister says that he does not have that much money at this time. Then the leader of this gang says, "Don't be afraid, I have a solution for that too. I will give you a phone number of a businessman. If you ask him for 40 crores, he can give you the money faster than he thinks. Because I have the businessman's daughter with me. As part of this plan, the businessman's daughter who used to go to the exam in the car has been planned to take the subway. This girl's name is Alia. Chief anyway asks Alia for her father Kali's phone number and informs Kali about this. Kali is currently attending the funeral of someone who was killed by his hand. To tell the truth, he is an arms smuggler. As soon as she found out that his daughter was stuck in a subway train, Kali transferred the entire amount to the account as he said. Angry at this, Alia scolds the chief saying that you are a big liar. Then the chief says that we are not a thief like your father. So this story goes far. This is the time where the full details about the life of a girl named Kulki, who works under the chief because of the people who earn money through corruption, is told. This girl is a child born in a small family in a poor village. Her father is farming by borrowing Rs. 40,000 from the bank. Due to the lack of rain, the crop has been left unharmed and the loan cannot be paid, and the total amount of the loan, including interest, is around 2 lakhs. She is getting ready to go to the exam with her father. It is at this time that people from the bank come to collect the loan. The people of the bank say that no matter how much Kulki's father pleads, they will pay off the loan as soon as possible. Kulki's father was insulted so much that he was stripped and beaten in front of the whole village. Not only that, but the most valuable resource, the tractor, is also taken away. No matter how ashamed this father is, he is not sad at all, because he wants to see his daughter smiling and writing the exam. While returning from dropping his daughter on the bus, the father sees an advertisement in a newspaper saying that every family that commits suicide will be given an allowance of 2 lakh rupees. When Kulki's father saw that, it occurred to him that his family would survive with that money even without him. So the father, who let his daughter go to school with a smile, hangs a noose around his neck and commits suicide. Kulki gets off the bus after going to the exam and sees her father's body hanging from a tree. Kulki's family will not give up even if the bank does this. They doesn't even have time to finish her father's last rites, comes from the bank and bothers by asking for money. They say that even though the tractor was taken away, only the loan amount was settled, and the interest is still left. Kulki was very angry at this and hit the manager with a hoe and killed him on the spot. This is how Kulki's desire to learn is lost. After this, we are shown that Nirmada and others are waiting for the subway train to arrive at the next station to catch the chief. After hearing Kulki's story, everyone in the subway learns that the Muslim woman who was killed earlier was a lie. And after finding out that the woman is working for the chief, everyone in the subway decides to support these people. So all these people wear the same masks as if they were wearing a chief. With the help of other masked men, the chief is able to escape from here easily. The 40,000 crores taken in that way are deposited in the bank books of 7 lakh farmers who are overburdened with debt. Only after all these disturbances are resolved well will we know that all these 6 girls are currently in jail. In hindsight, the chief is none other than an I.P.S. officer and a jailer of the Mumbai Women's Jail. His name is Azad Rathore. These 7 people plan all these things together so that no one knows. These 6 girls are not so and so group. The skills of these people are different for each one. One is an artist, another is a doctor, the other is a hacker, the other is a skilled fighter. All these people succeed in their missions and go back to jail. Azad is a person who thinks that all women in prison are like his mother and sisters. Because of the difference in treatment, no woman who comes out of this will be tempted to make a mistake again. After that, we can take care of Kaveri's mother, who has taken care of her since childhood. She always says that Azad is too old, so get married soon. Azad goes to meet a girl because of his mother's insistence to marry him, but somehow her daughter Suji comes instead of the girl who said she was coming to meet him. This little girl says that her mother is very busy, so she sent me instead. And they say that I want to see a boy more than my mother, because the person I like should be the father. In this way, after a big talk, a good friendship is formed between the two. Only after that we can know that Suji is Nirmada's daughter. Asad was surprised to see her. But on the other hand, Nirmada likes Asad, because her daughter likes Asad very much. The meeting of these two turns into love and eventually leads to engagement. So it is among these things that Asad is planning the second operation. This time they are choosing the Health Minister of India. At this time, the minister is making a speech. At this time, he says that the government hospital has been developed to such an extent that if he is shot now, he will go straight to a government hospital. But when you actually go to government hospitals, you won't find at least a light, a bed, or even a little water to drink. Anyway, after the minister said this, one of the girls of the gang who was hiding at a distance shot the minister. At that moment, the security department was activated and tried to take the minister to the private hospital. But Assad's team will not allow it. Anyway, the hospital where the minister is brought is a government hospital with no facilities. At this time, the security forces are surrounding the hospital where the minister is. As usual, Nirmada gets the chance to discuss with Assad. He requests that the hospital be provided with all necessary facilities if the minister is to be saved, and to provide all those equipments and facilities to other hospitals as well. Not only that, the chief tells him, I want to talk to Josh. Because according to Assad, only he can answer these problems. So let's see who is Jose in this. Before that, he tells another story. This story is the life story of Iran, one of the 6 girls with him. One day, 57 children are brought to the hospital where Iran works because of the spread of poison in that area, and they are in critical condition. All of them are in dire need of oxygen, but because of the high-ranking doctors working in this hospital, these children are not getting proper oxygen. Because of this, all those children die. At this time, Josh is in charge of the hospital. He says that he will not allow anything to come to the hospital without a commission. So the fault of this lies with Iran. Everyone who made this mistake has caught Iran in their net by now. They have been drugged and unconscious, so children who have not received proper treatment have died. Along with this, Iran's medical license will be revoked. Not only that, Iran has to go to jail for a crime she did not commit. According to this crime, the condition given by Assad is that the doctors who did not get the oxygen in the hospital on time should be fired. Not only that, they have to admit their mistake. Also, it is being said at this time that all other facilities, including doctors, which have not been provided to government hospitals for 10 years, should be provided. Support and appreciation from common people. And the name of the hero is Vikram Rathore. Everything is happening as Azad asked. After completing this work, Azad next plans to take a helicopter from Nirmada and escape from here. But it is at this time that Nirmada and others come. Now there is no way to escape, because the police have surrounded all sides. At this time, Assad's people will not accept defeat easily. So this time a big battle is going on between Assad and Nirmada. But Nirmada does not get to see who Assad is, because Assad is wearing a mask. When she tries to take off the mask, a part of Assad's hair falls into Nirmada's hands. But Assad is able to take his group and escape from here soon. However, Nirmada now has to catch this troublemaker as soon as possible. But now there is one proof. That is, part of his hair is with the guards. So now these people are trying to find out who this person is by doing a DNA test. But since Assad wore fake hair, the investigators say that there is a combination of many people in these hairs, so it cannot be said about one person. When that evidence goes to waste, the name of Vikram Rathore becomes the next trump card of the security department. At this time, Nirmada orders her team to quickly find out who Vikram is and inform her if they know anything about Nirmada's marriage tomorrow. Accordingly, the security forces sketch of Vikram's face. In the meantime, we can see that during the marriage, the security forces will sketch of Vikram and find out who Vikram is. So these adventures are none other than Assad, who is going to be Nirmada's husband. At this time, the office tried to warn Irani by calling her at the time of the marriage, but to no avail. Therefore, the marriage takes place without any hindrance. Then we are shown that Kali is ready to go to Russia to work on her arms business. He leads his younger brother to take care of the business during the days when he is away. Assad decides to tell Nirmada everything on their first night after marriage. Even if he tried before, he won't say it. This time too, Nirmada's officer Irani called before and told everything. Nirmada went to Assad thinking to kill Assad, but a group of people came and attacked both of them at this time. So Kali's brother has been attacked like this. Kali's brother Nirmada was not only shot, but also Assad was severely beaten and tied up. Now they are trying to kill Assad. When Assad is about to be killed, a person comes there and saves them both. Not only that, when Kali's group attacked these two, they were on a call with the 6 girls of Assad's group. Because of this, these 6 people know that something is going on here. The 6 girls who escape from the prison soon find out where Assad is at this time through a tracking device. So, because of this, these people quickly leave to save Assad. When we see who is this person who keeps attacking Kali's group, we can know that this person has Assad's appearance. So this is none other than Assad's father Vikram Rathore. So he was able to beat Kali's group even alone and save Assad and Nirmada. Nirmada clearly sees one thing happening at this time. Those are the faces of the 6 girls who help Assad. Then we are shown this clueless Kali talking about arms trade in Russia. Also, Kali tells the delegates from each country that if you open industries to produce various weapons in all your countries, people in your own country will protest and shut them down. But in India it is not so that our country is completely safe for arms trade. So Kali says to invest in his own industries in India for arms trade. And at this time they say that they are ready to give profit for that. It is at this time that Kali learns that his brother Assad has been killed. So Kali gets very angry on hearing this. Meanwhile, the security forces have already found out that Vikram Rathore is behind this crime through Nirmada. So Nirmada decides to go to jail and go to these 6 girls to find out all the information about Assad. Because she had seen the faces of these 6 girls by now. Nirmada first lied to the 6 girls that your leader was a big liar who cheated me and my daughter, and on top of that he put me in jail. But at this time none of these 6 will accept this story. Asking information about Assad Rathore, Nirmada is told by these 6 girls that they have to know about Vikram Rathore before they know about Assad. Only later will we get to know the story of Vikram. His story goes back to 1986. Here we are shown Vikram as well as his wife Aishkarya. Vikram is an officer of the army special unit called Agni. One day, ask him to come and deliver a special mission to the headquarters. So according to this chief, 30 officers who were sent for an operation on the border of India have been killed by terrorists. Not only that, half of the group that was sent for the second time was killed, and the rest were held as hostages. So, with the help of this special department, the mission is to save the life insurers. According to the plan, 6 people including Vikram leave to rescue their people in a border village. At this time, in the middle of a battle with the terrorists, the guns of the 6 soldiers suddenly stopped working. But due to the skill of this team, they can defeat the terrorists and save the hostages and come back. Even though the Agni team that successfully completed this mission got medals, Vikram says that these medals are of no use, because many young lives were lost behind these medals. The reason for that is that their weapons stopped working properly during this battle. An investigation that starts. With this proves that the person named Kali is supplying the MRI 436 weapons to the army. At the same time, the army cancels all agreements made with Kali. Also, When testing weapons inside his factories, if it is proven that his weapons do not work, he says that all the factories will be closed down. In the end, somehow all the factories are closed. Kali, thinking to take revenge with Vikram, goes with Kali's group when Vikram and Aishwarya are at home and beats them up badly. Vikram was taken to his plane, shot 5 times and dropped. This is where the movie started. Anyway, everyone thinks that Vikram is dead after that. Meanwhile, 3 police officers are sent to Aishwarya, who is alone at home, to check the house. There you will find a lot of money and a lot of weapons that don't work properly. So Kali is behind all this. The 3 police officers who went to check the house say your husband is a traitor. These found items will definitely be punished. If you want to escape, you are asked to sign these documents. But Aishwarya knows that her husband is innocent. She killed these police officers who tried to implicate their family in a false case without yielding to these pressures. Aishwarya has to go to jail for this mistake. According to the verdict, she gets the death penalty. So this is where it is announced that she is already pregnant. It is there that we can see the police officer who came to save the people when the subway train was hijacked, and none other than the little boy who swore that he will definitely know who Vikram is when he grows up. He is the one who told Vikram about Azad, who has his look. Vikram has a separate team here. Those are the other 5 soldiers who joined the last mission. Even though this meeting happened like this, Vikram still has no memory of his past. Nirmada decides to support Azad after understanding all the facts when those things happen. But Officer Irani is already listening to every story happening here through a microphone. So after hearing this, Irani comes here and says, "I am helping Kali's team, after this you will kill everyone." Irani has been working for Kali since the beginning. He has reported everything that happens during the investigation to Kali. Now his plan is to kill these 6 girls, Nirmada, and not only that, but also Suji. When Irani was about to shoot and kill all these people, Asad, who came here, was able to save the group. Not only that, Irani is also killed at this time. At the same time, Vikram manages to save Suji. However, the girl named Lakshmi who was in this group has to die. Now there are only 5 girls left. But here Nirmada says that your group is the same. Because now I am also with you. Now the next plan of this team is to catch Kali, who is an arms smuggler. There is a large amount of money that the smugglers have earned from the smuggling coming from the containers. Asad and others are trying to stop this money from going to Kali. Because if that money goes to Kali, he will definitely get involved in politics and get the power to govern as he wants. Anyway, Azad and others are trying to stop these containers somehow. But this will not be easy because a large number of people are on the side of the opponents. Asad informs Vikram Rathor's team to stay away from this mission. This is such a dangerous mission. But during the mission, they realize that it is difficult to control this opportunity. It is at this difficult time that Vikram's group comes here. Vikram tells Azad that this mission must be successful. Kali's men will take care of me and my team, you take the containers and escape. Even if the mission is successful that way, Vikram's team will not be able to kill Kali's team. Anyway, Vikram's team gets caught by Kali's men. At the same time, we are shown that Kali tortures Vikram a lot. At this time, a news is being broadcast that 6,000 girls are locked up in a prison by Azad. At this time, they say that they will kill all of them if they do not submit to the conditions demanded by Azad. A senior officer is coming to discuss this issue from the security side. This officer does not listen to anything Azad says. Because of this, he orders to attack the prison. So with this order, hundreds of police officers go to attack the prison. So, it is only after this that everyone who came will remember God, because then they will see the 6,000 inmates of the prison with guns in their hands, ready for battle in front of the 100 police officers. Now there is nothing else to do. The senior officer has to listen to what Azad says, even if he doesn't want to. During the discussion, Azad says that he has the money hidden in the container as well as the voting machine needed for the election. So in order to free all those things, you have to fulfill these small requests. The first demand of Azad is that there are 253 industries in India. So these industries are polluting the environment. Therefore, such industries should be banned. In fact, Kali owns most of these industries. At this time, the officer thinks whether to agree with this decision or not, and finally everyone agrees. In order to succeed in this mission, Azad finally reveals to everyone that he is not Vikram but his only son Azad. While this conversation goes on like this, Kali somehow enters the prison where Azad is. The gun in his hand is pointed at Vikram. But Kali activates the gun but it doesn't work. With this incident, Vikram's past is renewed. At the same time, father and son attack Kali's team. This is how the story of Kali, who tried to destroy the country through fraud and corruption, ends up. That's a wrap on our review of JAWAN. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Movie Cinemax for more engaging film reviews and discussions. And as always, let us know your thoughts on the film in the comments below. Until next time, keep watching and keep loving cinema.